Oh yeah, just an easy lunch today. Someone gave me some wonderful wild mushrooms that they picked locally to Buffy. Thank you, Hazel. So we're going to do a nice wild mushroom pasta. We're going to use some dolciolati, but you can use any soft blue cheese. Gorgonzola, anything like that, Danish blue, whatever. I particularly like this one, so that's what we're going to go with. So all we're going to do is fry in some good Aberdeenshire rapeseed oil, a bay leaf from the garden, all of this is homegrown, the shallots, some fermented garlic, and you can just use garlic, and fresh rosemary. And we're just going to saute those off and let the raw smells from the garlic and shallots go. Okay, so the nasty smell's gone now, all the rawness. So we're going to pop in our mushrooms. I've just roughly chopped them, give them a good clean. Now you don't want to put them in too much water and that, but just get them nice and clean, get the woods out of them. And we're just going to saute these off until they cook down. Just going to add some black pepper. Well, actually this is a mixed pepper. It's white, green, pink and black, but freshly milled. Good bit in there. Bring out the lovely woody flavour of the rosemary. Notice I'm not putting salt in because I've got plenty of salt in this water for the tagliatelle. I'll swap the pans around just to confuse you a little, but these are now cooked down. I'm going to add a tiny bit of cooking brandy. You don't have to. If you haven't got it, don't. You could add a splash of white wine, dry white wine, or a splash of dry cider. It just gives it a little bit of tang, that's all. But if you haven't got it, don't worry, just don't use it. Okay, meanwhile the water's boiling, so I'll let that reduce a little bit and then we'll carry on. That's fully reduced now, or reduced enough. I've got the fresh tagliatelle. Now this is homemade tagliatelle, so it's going to cook really quickly. If you're using a shop bought one, you're going to have to give it, I don't know, 8-10 minutes, but don't cook it all the way. Take it so it's about 2 minutes under what it should be cooked. Meanwhile, in the mushrooms, I'm going to put what's left of the dolciolati because I ate the rest. I'm hungry, not my fault. Okay, we're just going to mash that down a little bit and let it melt, because we're going to use the water from this to make the sauce. So we just cook this for about 2 minutes, that's all. Right, okay, that pasta's cooked enough now. It's been about 2 minutes. You want it so it's soft enough to get your teeth through, but not fully mushed. That's the technical term there, mushed. Now, we never drain the pasta because we're going to want this water. So we just lift this out and pop it in with the mushrooms. Slippery. There we go. Now we're going to mix this in, and the pasta's still cooking. And the water that came over with that, you can see, is forming a sauce in here. So we've got the salt that's in here going in. That's why we didn't add the salt earlier. So we're going to cook this out for about another minute. And each time it looks dry, I'm going to add a tiny bit of the water from this. Like that. Okay. Okay, that's softened up now. I've just tasted it. It is going to need just a little bit of salt. Freshly ground. Tiny bit more pepper because I like spicy. And that's it. A beautiful light, creamy, mushroomy, cheesy. Don't be tempted to put tons and tons of sauce on your pasta. I mean, people do put cream and stuff in there, but you don't need to. This is enough, just enough to let the pasta taste really good, like it should. And that's it. Okay, I'm just going to plate that up, get a photograph and throw my face into it. Enjoy.